Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 30 of Birdcore.
Welcome to Birdcore. Sorry, I'm so nervous.
Madame, je peux aller toilette.
I piss my bed all the time.
You're pissing right now.
Have you been hitting the cream?
This was in the Bible.
My flesh prison needs more inmates.
You're being sold for $14.
Now I might be accidentally baptized next week.
Stupid.
I will inflict you on the sentence. I will inflict on you this... Sorry, I can't read.
Yeah, we're back. After, I think, what was it? If it's January now, last episode was October. That makes it a 3-month hiatus. And if you're watching, you'll notice that I'm not in the studio you might be used to because we used all of our sessions. And we ran out of money, which means I didn't want to pay for more studio sessions. Sorry. Yeah, that's okay. That's our guest producer, Sham. Hi, Sham. Hi. She dropped a pen.
Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, you'll also notice that Tom and Kit aren't here. I think we are on a bit of a hiatus as a group just because of some personal stuff that happened. That makes it sound like we got in a terrible fight, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Kit moved back to Hamilton and Tom got a full-time job. So I think we couldn't find a time in person for all of us to do it together. We still have our group chat and we all said Happy New Year to each other last week. I just knew that I wanted to continue doing this in whatever way I could, but there will come a day again where the three of us are together in a studio or on this couch doing it. I just wanted to do it myself, no matter what. Whether I had these guys with me or not, I wanted to make sure that I was tapping into this creative side of mine, this creative outlet. In a way, I've always felt and Sham, I've told you this before, and I've told other people this before, but I've always felt like podcasting or radio or some form of talk show, talking entertainment is something that I've always known that I just want to do regardless. A lot of the time it has to be me who... no one's going to help me. No one is going to hold my hand and set up the camera for me or get the audio going for me or write a rundown for me. It has to be me who does it. If you ask Kobe, there was a game-winning shot on the line. Who's going to take it? He's going to say Kobe. If you ask Michael Jordan, there's a game-winning shot on the line. Who's going to take it? He's going to say Michael Jordan. If you ask Kawhi, there's a game-winning shot on the line, who's going to take it? He's going to say, my knee hurts. I don't know if I could do it. So I'm trying to replicate a bit more of Kobe and Michael Jordan in that case. And here I am today. It's January 3rd here in Toronto. I got a beautiful view of the CN Tower here, and there's a car outside with a loud engine. Don't know if you heard that. January 3rd means it's that time of the year where all the celebrations for Christmas and the holiday season and New Year's have come and gone, and you've probably eaten more food than you would like to admit, and you've probably drank a bit more than you'd like to admit, and you might be feeling bad about yourself because of those things. I know I definitely was. Sometimes I still do. I had a cookie for breakfast today, so that's maybe, whoops. But I've also realized that that's okay. And you kind of need I was listening to a podcast today, actually, and he was talking about how in the holiday season and everything, would you rather have had a great meal with your family and make great memories or do that one workout in the gym? And I think it's kind of a no-brainer.
Do the workout.
Exactly. Yeah. Do the workout. Yeah. Forget your family, screw your family, go to the gym, hit legs. Actually, that's a lot of the, I'll watch a lot of motivational stuff on YouTube, and it's kind of that mindset. There's half mindset where it's work hard, blah, blah, forget all the excuses. And then there's a whole other mindset of it that is forget everybody else, cut everyone off, only do you. I'm I'm not going to go that far. I'm not going to cut everybody off, but I want to make sure that, and it took me a little bit of time during the holidays to actually, all right, who keeps emailing me? It took me a bit of time during the holidays to actually really step back and enjoy the meaning of the holidays and the meaning of being with your family, and let myself kind of eat like a pig sometimes if I wanted to. That's always been my biggest downfall. Not downfall, but I think the thing that I'm hard on myself most about is like just going overboard in the kitchen. Be like just eating a bunch, but that's neither here nor there. But for the holidays, it was okay to do that. And this morning, like I said, I had a cookie for breakfast, and I'm on my third coffee. I'm on my third coffee of the day. If you know me, that you know I like coffee. It might also be why I get heart palpitations. I was reading a magazine, and it was saying that, I forget the term. I'm not even going to try to say it, but it was like, this might be caused by, you might get heart palpitations by too much caffeine. And I was like, oh, I'm under that category. Are the sound effects working?
Bruh.
Yep, there they are.
Who wants some chimichangas?
So I did go back home to Montreal for Christmas because we celebrate Christmas. And I come from a divorced set of parents. So you might be thinking, oh my God, you get 2 Christmases. No, not quite. Christmas Eve, we do dinner at Mom's. Christmas Day, we do presents at Mom's, lunch with Dad. And when I go home for the holidays, usually I'm quite packed. I have clothes. I have all my like toiletries and whatnot. But for some reason this time I wasn't really, there was no rush. And then before I knew it, I had to leave. So I didn't pack some of my toiletries. I didn't pack like my face wash, for example. So I just relied on whatever was at home. I stay in the basement at home in Montreal, and I share the shower with my brother. I realized after a few days I started to break out a little bit. I started to get like some acne, like chin, like cheeks, whatever, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. I was like, what is the cause of this? It was after a few days that I realized it might be because I was using a bar of soap to wash my face. A bar of soap that my brother and I had both used on our bodies. But I figured like a quick rinse will just clear that off. Shouldn't that?
I mean, I don't know. Is it in the shower?
Yeah, I was in the shower.
It might just like be gathering up things you don't want to put on your face.
I think that's probably what happened.
Yeah. I think you need to have one for the shower and one for solely your face.
Yeah, like a bar of soap.
Mm-hmm. Well, if that's your face wash of choice.
Well, it wasn't of choice. It was kind of no other choice. So.
Yeah, I know those. I always forget my stuff here, too.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, we're broadcasting out of the home that Sham and I share, by the way. That's what she means by here.
Yeah.
We moved in together 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And my brother painted us this green wall behind me.
Yeah, comment down below what we should put on this wall.
I was thinking we could maybe like skin a bear and just put the bear's fur.
The pelt?
Yeah, the pelt, yeah. Yeah, we would get a bear pelt on the wall and then maybe like a husky pelt on the floor. Yeah. And I kind of want to DIY it.
You have friends for that.
I have friends who hunt, yeah. Today when I was on my way home from the gym, I had to run some errands. I went to the gym this morning, by the way, at 8 o'clock on a Saturday because, well, somebody's got to put in the work at that time. And that's going to be me. I was on my way to drop off a book at the library as per the boss's request. And on my way there, I passed a barber shop and there was a lovely old man in the window. He nodded at me. I nodded back. And I thought if I maintained eye contact for a little bit longer, he would have tried to get me to come in and he wanted to cut my hair because my hair is getting a bit long. You can't really see because of the hat and the headphones, but my hair's poking out the back. I'm going to start braiding it soon. I did have to end up going back the other way on my way home after dropping off the book. And it was the same old man, and I nodded, and he nodded back, and I spent a split second too long looking at him after that. And I thought, oh, I'm toast. Because he stood up and he started waving. He's like, come here, come here. And I was, no, I don't cut my hair. And then he was pointing at something, and I couldn't quite tell because there was a sign behind the window, and he was pointing at a chessboard. So he wanted me to come in and play chess. Now, here's two possible scenarios that I think could have been the reason for this. One, he was a lonely old man, and he just wanted to play chess with someone, which I hope is not the case because I didn't go. The second scenario is this is his business tactic because the same thing happened to me with the homeless man once, is they attract you to come play chess. You play chess. You lose because they're so good. And they go, okay, well, you got to pay me now. I'm like, oh, I don't have. He's like, okay, well, I got to cut your hair then. That is what I think would have happened. Shan, what do you think that is, do you think he was trying, do you think he just wanted to play chess, or did he want me to come in and get a haircut?
Well, this is the guy I told you about. Remember? I'm like, we need to walk down Queen Street East, and there's a man every time I pass by him, he stops and smiles at me. Is it not the guy with the white hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a picture of him at the front.
Is there?
That's his picture because it's his barbershop.
Did he ask you to come play chess?
No, he didn't. I just I just wave and walk away, but I never got that far with him. So, no,
You're better than I am.
No, I didn't ever stare too hard for him to try anything else. So,
yeah,
I did probably see
twice.
Let's test the theory and see what the truth was.
Well, when I need a haircut, maybe we should walk by and I should play chess and I should lose on purpose, which won't be hard.
But it's kind of making me sad that he's never working because he's just always looking outside. He's just always at the front door looking outside.
Well, maybe we've gone at early times though.
Maybe, yeah, that's true.
Maybe people go at later times and then it's a full house and there's a lineup at the door.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
But I swear I told you about this man.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Is he coming back?
I'm finding it. Yeah. Yeah. Bruh. So I didn't go get a haircut because I really thought he was going to try to con me into getting a haircut by playing chess. Because it happened to me once with a homeless man. Mm-hmm. Or an unhoused, I should say. I don't know what the proper term is these days. I just know that he didn't have a roof. Displaced, yeah. He was in formerly known as Yonge and Dundas Square. Now it's Sankofa? Mm-hmm. Sankofa?
I don't know that.
Yeah, they renamed it. But he
Yonge and Dundas Square?
Yeah, they renamed it.
To what?
Let me see. Do you want to look it up? They also renamed the subway station there.
Yeah.
From Dundas to TMU.
TMU station.
Yeah.
That I knew. That confused my grandpa.
Thinks he's in a different dimension. Thinks he's in the upside down.
He was actually trying to go there, and then he was waiting for the station, and it never came.
And next thing you know, he's in Vaughan.
It's Sankofa.
Sankofa Square.
Yeah.
So in Sankofa Square, I played chess with a man, and I lost, and all I had was an American $1 bill that I was keeping for good luck, but I gave it to him. And hey, that's worth more here, so
yeah,
I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
While I was also home, I went to the spa with my brother because he works in carpentry, so he's just physically, there's a lot of physical labor involved there, and his body's sore. I guess my body was sore too because I was stuffing my face like a little pig. So I just needed like a massage and a spa day and whatnot. So we went to Spa Strome, which is in Mont Saint Tabarnak de Calais, like up north in Quebec. It's Mont Saint Hilaire is what it's actually called. If you're ever up there, I recommend this spa. It has like a jacuzzi, outdoor jacuzzi, cold plunge. So I got distracted. Our guest producer was laughing. And it has a sauna.
Jacuzzi, cold plunge, sauna.
Cold plunge.
Sauna.
Yeah.
Massage.
Yeah, massage. So we got massages. And I hadn't really gotten many massages before. And the ones I did get, I feel like I was always wearing underwear. But this one, they were like, you can take it all off. It was an older woman. You can take off all the clothes. Me and my brother were in the same room getting massages. So these ladies are like, you can take it all off, put on the blanket, and we will come right back. So my brother and I, we had to we turned around and he did his thing. I did mine. And then we come back in. We're under the blanket in the nude. And the massage ladies come back in. And they do the whole like, don't.
Sound bad.
Yeah, just to know the massage is starting. It sounded a little bit like, and then, the massage starts. And she whispers in my ear, close your eyes. It's starting now. And then, we were oiled up in 4K. And then she at one point started doing our lower bodies. I was on my stomach at this point, and you know how you could put your face through the hole? I kept sniffling. And like, you want to be quiet during a massage, but I was like, and like that. And I was like, this is not, it just didn't feel right.
Okay, because I just wanted to ask, are you allowed to talk when you do a massage with someone in the room? Or are you supposed to be quiet?
I think you're supposed to be quiet, but we weren't told not to talk or anything.
So what's the point of being in the room together?
Well, we're brothers. I think we booked it together. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
And there was one move she was doing where I had to have my leg like out to the side. And it was at this point that I felt a breeze. And it was at this point I thought to myself, am I uncovered? Mm-hmm. It was very much like a good TV series or a good movie, because sometimes you just leave without knowing the real answer. Mm-hmm. And you get to talk about that with other people. Charlie and I were on the way home, and we were like, did you have that leg out move at one point? He was like, yeah. And I was like, do you feel like were you maybe not fully covered? And he was like, yeah, but we'll never really know. I still have a knot in my back, so I don't know how good it was. And I also don't know what the masseuse ladies saw and didn't see.
Who wants some chimichangas?
I want to talk about Stranger Things. Sham, you kind of watched Stranger Things with me. When we watched Volume 1 of Season 5 together, you were falling asleep a little bit, which I understand. Yeah. Because you just didn't watch the show.
No.
The series is over. And there might be spoilers ahead. Just to let you know, there might be spoilers ahead. So if you haven't watched, just FYI. So the series is finished now. Volume 1 was great. People loved how it ended. Volume 2, people were a bit iffy with. People were upset that it was all dialogue and monologue and epilogue and Haagen-Dazs. But when a show is about to wrap up, you kind of have to fill these plot holes, right? Now, I like TV, I like film. I am not I am not a TV film buff, a critic. Like I don't have IMDb Pro. I'm not here writing stories like with A, B, and C plot. This is just my
opinion.
This is my personal opinion. People were upset that there was not a lot of action in Volume 2, which is episodes 5, 6, 7. Didn't do that on purpose. But you kind of have to start wrapping up the story at a certain point. My thing is, you go write the show. If you want to be seeing bloods and guts and...
I thought it was bloody and gutsy.
Yeah, but not in those episodes. In the last episode, there was more fighting. Mm-hmm. But I think people were expecting a lot more deaths than there actually was. Mm-hmm. Because there wasn't a lot of deaths. No. There might not even have been one death. Mm-hmm. And if you know, you know. This series leaves it open-ended. It leaves it like, well, did this really happen or did this not happen? That's kind of like my massage. That's what I'm trying to get at. But I love Stranger Things. I know some people who didn't like the ending. Personally, I thought that it was great. And the show, it was running for 9 years. People are saying that 2026 is the new 2016. What happened in 2016? The first season of Stranger Things. What else happened in 2016? I graduated high school. No correlation, but both happened. Have you been hearing that people are saying 2026 is the new 2016?
Yeah.
So does that mean that Drake's coming back with a great album again?
Hopefully.
We're Drake truthers on this episode. What else happened in 2016? Trump was elected.
Mobamba.
Was Mobamba in sicko mode that year? So actually 2016 was crazy because Mobamba and sicko mode both came out. No, I think that was more 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
But can you look up like what big things happened in 2016?
Yeah.
because we have to replicate those now for 2026. And I just need to be ready in case, I got to step outside.
Trump got elected. Brexit.
Right?
Zika virus.
Great. Let's bring that back.
Muhammad Ali died. Prince died.
Okay. Those things can't happen again.
Kim Kardashian got robbed.
Everything you said there was basically
really
bad. But I think we can all agree that there was something in the air in 2016 in our own lives that maybe we'd like to replicate for 2026.
It was just an energy and aura.
Yeah. And there's a whole trope of New Year, New Me and all that. And we're recording this in January. So I don't know. You got a few months now to gear up for summer 26 and replicate that summer 16 energy. I know I'm going to try to do that. I don't know what I have to do. But let's not bring back Zika virus.
Agreed.
Yeah, I could live without that. On the topic of New Year, New Me and whatnot, everyone has... My sister texted me and all she said was Alex Earl and Tom Brady.
Yeah. That's all you have to know.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, because they were spotted out, right? Yeah. Thank you for that, Allison.
She likes football players.
Alex Earl?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because she was with Braxton Berrios, who is he's like a career journeyman, not much of a star player. And now she's moved on to...
Are they from the same team?
No. Tom Brady played in New England and Tampa Bay, and Braxton Berrios played for Miami, and now he plays for Houston. Yeah. And they broke up because of long distance, right? Alex Earl and Braxton Berrios?
No idea.
Yeah.
Something happened when she was on the Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah. And Tom Brady's ex-wife is pregnant now, Giselle.
What?
Yeah. She's preggers with a baby that she's having with her like jiu-jitsu teacher or something.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I took to the interwebs because I wanted to ask people about what their New Year's resolutions are. So we have a few who called in. I'm just going to play them out and let's hear what they say.
Oh,
Long-time listener, first-time caller. A big thing that I struggle with is procrastination. I spend too much time on TikTok and Instagram and watching AI reels and showing my grandmother these AI reels and her believing these AI reels and her telling the whole nursing home about the AI reels. I kind of just want to get back in touch with reality and spend more time with my family. So that's my biggest resolution. I think maybe a lot of people are in the same boat because we are cooked as a society. So that's the biggest thing for me. I'd also like to stop snacking in the middle of the night because I wake up and my face is all puffy because of sodium. But maybe that's my own deep issue. Thank you.
I can relate to the sodium part because last night we had popcorn and M&Ms and I woke up feeling a bit puffy.
yeah.
But I allowed myself to.
But that wasn't late night.
That's true. That was like 8:30.
That's very reasonable.
Yeah, I would say. So this person,
Yeah.
this person who's,
What was his name?
that was
Didn't
Kyle.
say.
That was
Kyle,
Kyle
okay.
from Newmarket.
Okay.
That was not me with a voice tune on. Neither are the next two callers. I think a lot of people have this, resolution is to kind of be more in touch with reality and stop procrastinating. And I saw Emma Chamberlain in one of her recent podcasts. She said that she's seeing that being offline is the new cool.
Yeah.
And I know some people who have kind of taken breaks from being online. But I guess in terms of some sort of advice for this stop procrastinating thing, there's a few different things you could do. You could switch to a flip phone. That way you can't really reach out to anybody unless it's by call or
Payphone.
payphone. Yeah. Yeah, just ditch your phone entirely. You could do that. And then I guess it's also kind of just stopping yourself in the moment. When you feel yourself in a deep scroll, just say, hey, wait a minute. What am I doing right now? Do I really want to be doing this? Or do I want to be reading a magazine? You could have other things you want to do too, but those are two options. What do you think, Sham?
It's easy to say, I want to stop. But then when you're really deep into it, and then you tell yourself, oh, 5 more minutes. Oh, 10 more minutes. Oh, 20 more minutes. instead of putting your phone down right then and there, that's where it gets tricky. And Sam taught me to get this app, so now I don't get to go on any of my social medias from 9 to 5 on weekdays, and that's helped. So maybe we could tell Kyle about that.
Bruh.
Yeah, that's what I would do too. Let's see what else we have.
Hi, Birdcore. One thing for me for the resolution for the nouvelle année, look, I really want to find my dog before 2026, before 2026 end. Now, I had a party up in Saint-Hilaire.
You say find his dog? Okay.
Yeah.
For the Christmas with my family. About, 3 or 4 hours after this, we noticed that my dog, Pistache, he was missing. We tried to call my dog, but, I even get the jar of the peanut butter and maybe to try to lure the dog back. But, no, Pistache never come back. So, I think that my resolution is to hopefully the dog come back to us. Because maybe he went to the Strom Spa in the Saint-Hilaire. But, so that's my resolution. Maybe it's one that a bit more niche, a bit more like not used all that much by like most people. Because maybe this don't happen all that much to the people, normal. So that's my resolution, Moga. Do you have any advice for how to get my dog? Maybe this is a cry for help. Thanks.
That was Pierre in Mont Saint-Hilaire. So Pierre lost his dog, and his resolution is to get his dog back for 2026. So he even tried the old peanut butter jar trick. There's a few things you can do. The first one would be buy a new dog that looks just like it, and then try to condition your brain to essentially tell yourself that that's your dog. This actually happened to my dad once. Our dog ran away and came back. He was still out when the dog came back, and so he grabbed the neighbor's dog because it looked like our dog. He was like, "Oh, there you are, Sophie," and it wasn't our dog.
Marty Supreme Core.
Yeah, exactly. We still have both dogs to this day. But no, I would try to get your dog back. Well, you might maybe just give up on it. 2026, your new resolution is to live without a dog. Because when a dog runs away, and when it really runs away, it's not coming back. My friend's dog ran away, actually, maybe in 2016. And if 2026 is the new 2016, brother, let that dog go. Okay? He ain't coming back. Let him live his life. Let him find a new family or a new tribe on an unnamed island in Guadalajara. Is that a place?
Guatemala?
Guadalajara?
No.
Okay. I think you should let it go.
Buy a pistachio.
Yeah. Hope that helps.
Buy a new dog and name it Walnut or Pecan or Cashew.
Who wants some chimichangas?
Yes, one of my resolutions is I want to read more books in 2026. I bought 20 books in 2025, and I really only read just one, and it was actually the first chapter of the book. So I need to really maybe pick up a book and read a bit more than just one chapter, because I spent so much money on the 20 books in 2025, and I'm just thinking that maybe 2026 I'd like to work my eyes a bit more on the pages and less on the internet, because I'm starting to lose my vision, and I think it's because I'm on the screen too much reading not real things. I just want to read more fiction, maybe. You have any good fiction book recommendations? Let me know, because I'm going to read them in 2026, all right?
Shut it off.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, still there.
All right, bye now.
Okay, all right.
What's his name? Gail?
No, that was Jesse from Delaware. And Jesse wants to become a bookworm. Okay. Received. I also struggle with getting a lot of books and not reading them. And you know what I think has helped me out a little bit is I've actually started an accountability journal So every day I'll check off different things that I tried to do that day, and one of which is read 10 pages. And it's kind of helped. I also just kind of have a bunch of magazines next to my bed. Shut up. Oh, wait, is that important? Maybe important. It's in French. It always helps to have books next to your bed. That's helped me. I know you read every day, Sham. And you use the library. Mm-hmm. So that saves you money from having to buy books.
Yeah, books are expensive, but sometimes when I read a really good book, I kind of want to buy it so that I can have it in my collection. But sometimes I borrow books. I'm like, I'm so glad I didn't spend money on this. Because it's like $20 a pop.
Yeah, they ain't cheap. What kind of advice would you give to someone who wants to make sure that they read more in 2026, though?
I would say don't put too much pressure on yourself. Nothing is fun when there's pressure. Find a book that you actually enjoy, or a genre or an author or whatever. And once it doesn't feel like work, then you realize how enjoyable it really could be. And then you'll find yourself like, wait, I read 5 books this year and it didn't even feel like it. Because you're not forcing yourself to read books because someone told you to, or because you saw someone else read it. You have to, it's the same thing with like TV shows and music and stuff. Like we can't just do whatever everyone else is doing. You have to find your own niche.
Some chimichangas. What do?
I think you've told me that as well, because I've tried to read books that I don't care anything about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I just don't want to read it.
Yeah, because it's not fun.
No. I recently read a fiction book called, I think it was Project Hail Mary, or Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee, bless her among
Project Hail Mary, I think.
Yeah. That's one fiction book I would recommend to Jesse in Delaware. Can't believe our reach goes that far in Birdcore.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Yeah, you kind of got to read what you're interested in. And you got to know when you're not. And you got to know to put it down. Yeah.
And I always tell Sam this. Unless you've read 25% of the book, don't give up yet. Because you never know. You need to warm up to it.
Yeah. There was one book he gave me, though, and I read 5 pages. I was like, this ain't it. And that was not 25% of the book. When I was Christmas shopping last month, I went to MEC, which is MEC, which is like the mountaineering equipment store. I was wearing like a hood and like a black hat. I was in all black. Like I was dressing as maybe a thief would dress. So I think right off the bat, like, you know how in stores they're like,
the customer in aisle 2, just somebody keep an eye on him, please. Thank you.
They don't actually say that there's like a code.
oh, really?
Yeah, like...
Right.
Yeah.
The reindeer has landed.
Yeah.
Santa's sleigh.
Yeah, like
Aisle 2. The reindeer has landed. Santa's sleigh. Can I get a Big Mac trio with Diet Coke, please? Yeah. Extra pickles on the Big Mac, please. And can I upgrade to the Grinch tater tots? Can I have a McFlurry, please? Oreo McFlurry cheesecake. Oreo cheesecake McFlurry. Can you? Tell me if this is a bit much. Do you think you can put it? Can you put it in the Big Mac? Can you put the Oreo McFlurry in the Big Mac with the cheesecake? For delivery?
That might be a code they use at the stores. Anyway, I walk in. I pull up the 2 employees. They were flirting with each other. First of all, back to work. Stop kissing and necking on each other. And I said, do you guys have like a little scarf? Like a hooded scarf. And they were like, The security guard comes over. He's like, nah, we don't have that. I said, big brother, get back to the door right now before things get nasty. I said, okay, first of all, why is the security guard telling me what's in stock? You're with a third-party security company. Where would you? I'm like, oh, okay. Then he's like, we have regular scarves upstairs in the back. Bro, 6 people are walking out with jackets right now. Alarms beeping, tags blinging. And he's worried about me. In my backpack, I have a GQ magazine and an empty Tupperware. He probably thinks I'm coming in here with guns and C4. Not the pre-workout. I didn't get the hood there. Man, he really pissed me off. But I hope he's having a good day. I want to practice patience in 2026. Boring. That's all I got today, man. Any words, Shem?
No, I just want a Big Mac now.
Yeah, I want a Big Mac too. I had a Big Mac after the spa.
Oh, yeah. And the Grinch meal?
And the Grinch tots.
Were they green?
No, they were regular tater tots. Took us 12 minutes from the time we ordered to get our food. The guy who made our burger, I saw him adjust his pants.
Aye.
He wasn't wearing gloves.
Ugh.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do with that dessert? Boo. All right, my friends. Thank you for tuning into episode 30 of Birdcore. Wait. Before I go, I was challenged by someone. Not challenged. It was my brother. He didn't challenge me. But I was telling him about Birdcore. And he was like, what is the theme? Like, what is it? What's your point? What's your idea? I said, I don't know. He said, every show, every podcast has a main point, has a main idea, has like a theme. What's your theme? I said, damn, little brother, you got me all tricked up. And then I was really trying to analyze, so I thought about the name Birdcore. And I got that from Hope Core way back. And Hope Core, the theme of that was that it was edits of things that were hopeful mashed up together. So my theme here for Birdcore is that every episode I would like to have a different core that I'm going to touch on at the end. And the core that I wanted to touch on today was family core. When I went back for the holidays, on Christmas Eve, my brother, sister, mom, we were playing Cards Against Humanity, which, if you don't know, is not a game you should be playing with your little sister and mother, depending on the family. The following day, we went for brunch with my dad. I also got to see my grandmother, who is in a dementia unit at the Veterans Hospital. The big thing I took away from all of these was just how important it is to really be, and how lucky some people are to be able to share these experiences with your family, because not everybody is lucky enough to do that and to have that. So every time I go home, I just see it as a trip to Montreal, and I know I'm coming back to Toronto in a few days, but this time I really wanted to unplug and just be where my feet were with my family at these times and spend them times with them. Because going back to what I said earlier, would you rather have that amazing memory with your family, eating that great meal, or have that crazy workout at the gym? Well, sometimes I'm like that, a good workout, but obviously this time it was family and those memories, because there will be a day when you won't be able to do that anymore. That is my biggest core this week. And I'm leading into the next week with that core in mind. So that is all from me. Thank you for tuning in if you made it this far to episode 30 of Birdcore. And I hope you have a lovely day and week.
Bruh. What the hell? We want some chimichurri. Oh, we want some chimichurri. No way, yeah.
Okay, we'll see you next time.
Welcome to Birdcore. Sorry, I'm so nervous.
One more time.
Madame, ich will toilette.
I piss my bed all the time.
You're pissing right now.
Have you been hitting the cream?
This was in the Bible.
My flesh prison needs more inmates.
You're being sold for $14.
Now I might be accidentally baptized next week.
Stupid.
I will inflict you on the sentence. I will inflict on you this. Sorry, I can't read.